All right. So first thing I'm going to do is pull down your bulk product update. Are you familiar with that at all?
Um, the I don't know.
No. All right. So we're going to go
No.
over this here in a minute. But a couple things I wanted to point out on this. So starting here in column B, this is your item number column. You
Hmm.
have all the ones that are highlighted in orange are duplicates.
Yeah, but they're
So,
really not.
okay. Then the item numbers are going to need to be changed because the same item number cannot be listed more than once in Sage.
Okay, I seriously doubt our management team will specifically change item numbers. Um,
Why are these listed multiple times then, if I may ask?
because like the first nine, I without being able, because I can't really see what's up there, might be a one color imprint luggage
Hmm.
tag. The next one might be a full color luggage tag.
Okay.
The 950 one might be 1/16 inch vinyl, one's 1/8 inch
Okay.
vinyl.
Okay. I see that.
Um,
So let
and
me look
then
at,
all the decals, they're all the same decal. They just have a different square inch.
okay. So let me
That's
look at
kind of why I
these.
asked about this for this meeting, because I'm
Okay.
not sure how else to do it.
All right. And that's
Because
fine. So let me
changing
look
item
here.
numbers isn't going to be an option for us. But
Okay.
if we can consolidate
Hmm.
somehow so that we have one item number, so like let's just say the 950,
Right.
and then
Hmm.
under 950 we can somehow list pricing for the 1/16, the 1/8 inch vinyl and that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. So there is a way to do that.
Okay.
Which one of these is the cheapest one? Do you
The
happen to know?
1/16 is going to be the cheapest.
All right. So we're going to go in here. Couple things I'm going to point out on this prior to going into the pricing. Your descriptions are your first opportunity to really grab the attention of the distributor.
Hmm.
And the one that you have here, while it's okay, I would definitely try to spruce it up a little.
Okay.
And the easy way to do that is to use our AI feature. Are you familiar with that at all?
No.
All right. So on the product page, if we click up here on edit, this enhance button right here pops open. So we'll click on
Okay.
that. We're going to expand on this idea a little bit. Give it about 5 seconds, and voila, rewrote you a brand new description,
Oh,
even
cool.
even adding some words you may not have thought of using in the past.
Okay.
Okay,
Perfect.
so
Yep.
that's one thing. Secondly, on your keywords, a lot of these keywords are great. Metal clip, that's the key feature of the product, which is what you want the keywords to be,
Hmm.
describing features of the product. Now the words sports, schools, college, university, etc., those aren't really key features of the product itself. Those are areas that this product could be used in. So those will need to be removed from the keywords,
So where
like
do we
these ones
put
here.
that? Because people do search like that.
You
I've
can
had
always,
people
okay,
find our stuff because they've searched with some of those words.
okay. Some of these words are actually themes, so you can always add the theme here. You can have up
Oh,
to 5 themes. For instance, here I see that you have the theme of sports, and it's also in your keywords, which brings up to another point. The way that Sage works is when a term is searched for, our system's going to search all of your product data for that term. If that term
okay.
is detected once, your product will pull up in those results.
Okay.
Listing the term more than once will not allow your products to appear higher.
Okay.
If anything, it can be a
Yeah, that's
detriment to you because you only allotted a certain number of characters for each field, and you
okay.
want to make sure you're utilizing those characters. Another one
Okay.
here, another one here that jumps out to me is if we look at your category, your primary category is a clip and your
Hmm.
secondary category is a zipper pull. Those categories are fine. You don't need to mention them down here then.
Oh, okay.
So you can take clip, zipper pull.
Okay.
You could actually take all of this out.
Okay.
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 Now,
Even the backpack clip?
even the backpack clip, because you're going to be removing clip. That leaves backpack, and backpack's not a key feature of the product. You can
Oh, okay.
mention backpack it somewhere in the description if you want.
Okay.
Okay. Now, coming up onto the pricing area, and this will allow you to condense everything. If you come
Okay.
in here on our options,
Hmm.
so you have some options here already. That's that.
Yeah, I think some of those
Right,
need to be
down.
changed, but
Okay. So here on your options, here's where we can put size. So this one we're going to do 1/16th, and then another one was 1/8 of an inch, right?
yeah.
And then what was the final one?
Hold on, because I can never remember what the final one is. Give me a second. Um, because those are the two I use the most. So hold on here a second.
Actually, I can just look in that
Oh,
bulk
one
update.
is so one of the 1/8 inch is white vinyl only. The other is a 1/8 inch colored vinyl.
Okay, so this will be white vinyl,
Hmm.
and this will be 1/8 inch
Colored
color
vinyl.
vinyl.
Okay.
All right. Now,
Mhm.
now I'm not exactly sure of the pricing difference, so we're just going to make something up real quick just so you can see what
Okay.
it's going to look like. So the 1/16th of an inch, the pricing we're going to leave blank because the
Okay.
pricing for the 1/16th is whatever pricing is in here.
Okay.
But let's say the 1/8 inch white vinyl is $1 more per piece, and the
Okay.
color vinyl is two more per piece, $2 more per piece.
Okay.
So this is how you would enter those. And that's basically condensing those three products into one listing.
Okay.
And then once you've condensed those other two listings, you can go in and discontinue. That'll remove them from the distributor side of Sage. They will still be kept in the supplier center. They'll be underneath the discontinued filter, though.
Okay. Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay.
It does.
So I would strongly recommend doing that for all of these that you have listed as duplicates. In fact, I think you
Okay.
may have had one of them already listed that way. Let me look here real quick. Are these the sizes here?
Um,
That's what it looks like
yeah,
to
they
me.
are. How'd they get
Okay.
there?
Okay. Somebody may have entered them for you already.
Maybe that could be because I know I didn't do that because I wasn't sure how to do it. So,
So then
okay.
you would definitely want to go in and mark all these other ones as discontinued.
Okay. I'll just make sure
Okay.
that all sizes are there before I.
Exactly. Yes.
So,
Definitely do that. And then that'll help you in the future because then you only have to go into one product, one area, and update that pricing that way.
so when I download the product spreadsheet to do like my mass
Hmm.
product pricing increase, um, am I going to be able to do that on the spreadsheet or am I going to have to go into that and just go in and individually do each one of those? Not that
Unfortunately,
it matters.
right. Unfortunately, the bulk update does not contain the options area just
Okay,
because the spreadsheet would be 10 times larger than it is already.
correct. Okay.
So we have a couple of options there. You can do it on your own, or
Uh-huh.
if you have the pricing ready, you can always send it into us and we can do those updates for you.
Okay.
There's no
Okay.
charge for us to do them.
Okay.
Keep in mind that that we won't be able to give a completion date or even an estimated date of completion due to a number of
Okay.
variables that are involved with that.
Sure.
Okay,
Okay.
but
Hmm.
that is always the option.
Okay.
And then once you've done all the condensing, you can come back here to your BPU and
Hmm.
column F is your discontinued column. You can simply put a true next to all the ones that you've condensed into the other
Okay.
ones. And then when
Okay.
you upload it, that will automatically discontinue all those that say true for you.
Okay.
All
Perfect.
right. Any
Yep.
questions about that?
Nope.
All right.
That's pretty easy.
Coming
It'll,
back to this
it'll
one.
actually clean that up quite a bit, actually.
Yes, it will. Definitely will. Coming back to this one. So this phrase here, sizes available, see breakdown of sizes and pricing.
Hmm.
This cannot be in the description. And the
Okay.
reason for that, descriptions need to be end buyer safe, which simply means they cannot contain any pricing information,
Okay.
any terms regarding pricing, company info, requests for them to contact you, etc.
Okay.
The reason for that, your descriptions are put on distributor websites, and
Okay.
what you charge the distributor, they may or may not charge the same thing to their end buyer.
Right.
So this
Okay.
pricing is only geared towards distributors, which is why you want to remove that from the description.
Okay.
That
S-
phrase, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
Oh,
off.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead
Okay.
and finish, and I'll ask my question when you're done.
Okay. That phrase you can always put here in your comment field, and this
Okay.
this can be updated with the bulk product update.
Okay. That answers my question.
All right,
So,
I had a feeling
okay.
that's what it was going to be. Couple other things on the BPU that I have color coded, and I can send this to you afterwards if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah,
With
that would
the
be great.
okay, the products that are highlighted in yellow here, a couple of them have the word on in the keywords. So words such as on, and, if, with, is, or any other prepositional phrases or conjunctions, you cannot
Hmm.
use those terms in the keyword because they're not really key features of the product. And then also USA made, you don't really need to put that in the keywords either because there is a separate field for
Okay.
origin of the product,
Okay.
which is where it go right here. So because this
Oh,
already all
okay.
says US, we already
Okay.
know that it's USA made, and you don't need
Okay.
to mention it anywhere else in the product
All
info.
right.
And then finally with the bulk update, and then we'll get into individual products.
Okay.
These ones under column M that are highlighted in yellow, they have the theme of gift. So technically, everything in Sage could be considered a gift. So we've
Okay.
limited the gift theme to just gift wrap, gift baskets, gift boxes, items like that.
Okay.
So anything that doesn't meet that prerequisite cannot be in gift. You can still use gift in the description. So that way,
Okay.
if somebody searches for gift, that product will still pull up because it's in the description itself.
Okay.
So any questions on any of that?
Nope. I think I'm good on that.
All right, so let's go ahead and look at a few products now. If my mouse will work, there we go. Coming here. So in this one, I would add whatever colors you have available.
It's just white. So, okay.
Just white. So yeah. Uh, it- um, so if it's just white, is there a reason we have these other colors here?
They're full color and print.
Okay. So instead of white, I would put various because
Various.
that covers the whole spectrum of colors. And if this is a full color imprint, then
Hmm.
I'm assuming they can get any color they want printed with the for their order. Is that correct?
Yeah, as long as their artwork is, yeah, but
Right.
their both sides won't be that color. I mean, the other side might
That's
just be
fine.
white
Yeah.
material.
Yeah.
Okay.
So under the colors, you want to put whatever the finished product color is. And
Okay.
then in the description, you can always put, we start with white vinyl and add your colors to it.
Okay.
So that way they'll know that the vinyl itself is white.
Okay.
Do you do any other substrate beside vinyl?
Yeah, these are made out of corrugated
Okay.
material.
All right.
So yeah, so I mean corrugated material, styrene, all of that's only available in white. And
Okay.
then they can full color imprint on it.
Okay. Can they choose what kind of material they want?
Not for that product,
Not for
no.
that product. Okay.
No.
Just wanted
The
to
only
ask about
ones they
that.
can choose the material on is the luggage tag
Okay.
and the gem bead. That's it. They can
Okay.
either choose styrene or vinyl.
Gotcha.
Everything else, it's the material is what the material is.
That's quite understandable. And then let's see, keywords on this one. Satin is a great keyword. Obviously, that's what it's made out of. Um, Satin might be the only good keyword I'm thinking of right now because all these other terms wouldn't be great keywords on this.
Okay.
You can add some of these. In fact, I see some of these already up here in the description itself, which is great. What I would do if you want, if you could actually add an image of each color that you have mentioned here.
Yeah, this product is a whole different animal.
Okay.
So we're not even close to being ready to go to add a whole bunch of those. Our F&H line is just really messed up. So
Okay.
we just have the bear out there so that people
Hmm.
can find it right now.
Okay.
There's a lot of work we have to do on the other side before we start making any changes to the F&H side of things.
Okay. Understandable. So in this one, a lot of your keywords here are pretty good. Cover, because it does cover the bottle
Hmm.
itself. Um, can sleeve, can you really don't need to mention again because you already have it here
Okay.
in the category. Now, is this a can holder or a bottle holder?
It can be either
It
one.
could be
Really,
either one. Okay.
that particular one is actually the bottle hugger.
Okay.
Um,
So
so I don't
then
know if,
I would just put it under a holder because that's
okay,
basically what it is. And then
okay,
again, you have in here a bottle holder's right here. So that's good.
okay, okay.
All right. Let's see here. That one talked about. So on this one, we have Gemini here in the keywords. Is that
Oh, I don't know why that should not
okay?
be in there.
Yeah,
I'll
that
get that
okay.
right.
I had a feeling it was overlooked. It's just something that I
Yep,
saw.
yep, yep.
On this next one, just again, not meaning to beat a dead horse, definitely watch out for your keywords here. And
Okay,
again, we don't need to repeat any terms because you do have USA made in here twice.
okay.
Um, Also, if you're ever struggling coming up with keywords for a product, you can
Uh-huh.
always utilize ChatGPT. Just go to it and say, what are some key features for such and such product? Feel
Okay,
free
what
to
is
use
that?
chatgpt.com.
TP.com?
GP here, I'll put it in chat and that
Okay,
way it'll show up
okay,
during the recording of the session.
okay.
So it's going to be that right there.
Got it. GPT. Okay. And just ask
Um,
it, what are some keywords for whatever
Key
the product
features.
is?
You want to use
Key
key
features.
features. That's the terminology.
Okay.
And so those were the things that I found just doing the looking over your products. So
Okay.
definitely review all of your products and make any of those changes that are needed. Remove any mentions of pricing or if your
Okay.
company name's mentioned. Do you have any questions on any of that?
No, I think I'm good on that.
All right. So a couple other things I wanted to look at. You guys have an A rating. That's great.
Yes.
So this rating is going to drop off today
Oh, good. Okay.
because ratings do remain on your account for 2 years. Couple
Okay.
things I want to recommend. Um, this one jumped out. I just saw that. Where'd it go? Definitely try anytime a distributor reaches out to you, whether by email or phone,
Mm-hmm.
try to return that message as soon as possible.
Right.
Because
Yeah, I try to instill it. We've been so shorthanded, it's hard to get to
I
everything
understand.
timely.
Yeah,
So,
I can understand because I have noticed an uptick in distributors leaving those types of ratings
gotcha.
with suppliers. So just wanted to
Okay.
encourage you of that.
Perfect. Okay.
Also, make sure that if you can respond to your rating. So you can respond to them by clicking on this pencil here
Right.
and just leaving a brief message. It doesn't have to be
Okay.
anything elaborate. If it's a good rating, simply say thank you for your business. We hope to be able to help you in the future. Just show
Okay.
some appreciation. If it's one of
Okay.
these poor ratings, like this one,
Mm-hmm.
you can always tell your side of the story, steps you took to try to correct whatever the situation was.
Okay.
These distributors will not be made aware that you've responded to their ratings, but other
Okay.
distributors will see that.
Oh,
And
okay.
and in my experience, distributors do tend to drift towards those suppliers who take their time to respond to the ratings versus those who do
Gotcha.
not.
So if, and obviously we're over a year old on that F rating. But if we wanted to go back and respond to it now, to me, if we respond to it now, it just looks poor because it took us however long to respond to it.
Again, so so again,
But go
that
ahead.
distributor won't be made aware that you're responding to it.
Gotcha.
They'll get no
Okay.
communication, and there's also nothing showing in our system when you respond to it. Like
Oh,
there's no
okay.
timestamp or anything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, so that's definitely something I would do, and and remember that distributors don't have to purchase your products to leave you a rating. So anytime you talk to somebody, ask them to
Mhm.
take a few seconds to leave you that rating. We're
Okay.
giving out our rating awards next month to our A
Okay.
and A plus rated suppliers. And you
Okay.
guys have that A, that's great, but I'd love to see you get a few more ratings to try to get that bumped up to an A plus so you can get that A
Okay.
plus award instead.
Okay.
All right. Looking at your orders. Okay. So we have some great orders here. That's excellent. If you can come in and update the order status. And the way that you do that is once an order comes in, you can push this calendar right here
Uh-huh.
and update the status here.
Okay.
And when
I'm
you
gonna
up
have to hire a whole new person just to do that.
that's all right. Well, there is a way to do it
No, it's
on
not because I can't hire anybody right now.
there is a way to do it automatically too. That I'm going to
Okay.
go over here in a second. But the reason this is important, this plays a role in our best match algorithm, which I'm going to go over
Uh-huh.
here shortly. But also, each time you update that status, it sends the customer an email letting them know where their order is in the production process.
Okay.
And that just gives them peace of mind knowing that the order is being worked on. So jumping into that best match algorithm that I just spoke about, let me pull up an article here for you. Do you have any questions for me while I'm pulling this up?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So with the best match, some of our competitors, they like to do pay for placement, which means, you pay them money and they allow you to appear higher in those search results. Not
Mm-hmm.
something that we believe in here at Sage, and personally, I don't think it's right either. So we've
Okay.
created this best match algorithm
Okay.
um, to help our suppliers determine how their products are going to show. Keep in mind these factors listed are not weighted equally, and a lot of the weighting does depend on the specific search being done. So,
Okay.
for instance, your product information as it relates to search terms, that's why we do calls like this to go over your product data, make sure it's as pristine as we can get it.
Okay.
Working with suppliers and distributors, I can get new terms for products that we may not have thought of, and I can
Okay.
pass those on to you so that way you're using all the current search terms.
Okay.
It's kind of like, teen language. I have no idea what the kids are talking about these days.
Right.
And my kids won't tell me. I'm like, Elijah, what's this mean? It's like, I don't know. So anyway, that's just good to use that terminology to make sure that you are keeping up with the times, so to speak.
Okay.
Whether your product information is current and verified, and through, you guys are set through the end of the year. So that's
Yeah.
great. But again, it is important to make sure that date is current. So that way your products do stay verified and they do show up in those search results.
Okay.
Now, the popularity of your products themselves can play a big role too. And that can actually be tracked here in your performance and stats area
Okay.
under my products. So this is
Okay.
going to list all of your products and breaks it down to these 6 subheadings.
Okay.
Distributor views, in projects, in presentations, in orders, in file centers, and end buyer views. I'm assuming you're familiar with the difference between distributor and end buyer views, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the other ones, in projects and in presentations, or whenever a distributor has used them in a presentation of possible products for their end buyer. In
Okay.
orders are when a distributor has placed it in an order, and in file
Okay.
center, like we see this one here, is when a
Mm-hmm.
distributor has pulled that and saved it for a future possible presentation or project. So
Okay.
this is a great tool to come back to see how your products are doing.
Okay.
You can even sort these by clicking on the header, and it'll sort it from greatest to least.
Okay.
And right now we're only reviewing the last month's worth of product data, but you can change that using the state bar.
Okay.
You can use any one of these a custom range or set your own custom range.
Okay.
So this is great just to come in here and see how your products themselves are doing.
Okay.
Now, your popularity of you as a supplier and your rating, those kind of fall hand in hand, and we did briefly
Mhm.
discuss those. So you
Right.
definitely want to, the more ratings you get, the more popular you'll be.
Okay.
Distributors also have the ability to rate your products. This is something kind of new that's been going on, and we're working on a feature where when a product rating is left, to send you an email about that. Um, Couple of things on the product ratings, they're always factored the least in those searches.
Hmm.
And then your product rating will not affect your overall supplier rating at all,
Okay.
whatsoever. Okay. I didn't like telling my suppliers that because some of them are like, what if? Has anybody
Okay.
talked to you about Sage Chat?
Yeah, I've got Sage Chat.
Okay, so you're good with
Yeah.
Sage Chat.
Yep.
Definitely keep that open because again, if you have it open and another supplier doesn't, you have the same products, you will appear higher than that supplier.
Okay.
Order status we just talked about. Inventory. So based on your products, a lot of them are made to order, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anything that is made to order, as you're doing those condensing of the products,
Hmm.
let me recommend a button to push. Let me find one.
Okay.
Let's do a decal. Let's do a decal here. So as you're condensing them, come here under the inventory and select that unlimited stock button right here. So what that
Okay.
does is that's letting Sage know that you can make as many of these as are needed at one time. And
Okay.
that's good because a lot of our distributors, they will search for in-stock items only.
Okay.
Now keep in mind this button can only be selected if this is not a physically stocked item.
Okay.
Okay, anything that is
Hmm.
physically stocked cannot have the unlimited stock, but there is another way to do the inventory. It's a little bit more time consuming, but I'll go over that here in a second.
Okay.
Let's see here. Um, so let's do a quick product search. Give us a minute to pull up. And then this is Sage Workplace. This is the platform that our distributors use. As you
Okay.
can see, they can narrow their searches down a lot, plethora of
Hmm.
opportunities. So we're going to do a quick search for stuffed animals. You're not going to add any additional filters. Start search, and it's going to pull up 6,921 stuffed animals.
Okay.
That's a lot, and I'm not kidding when I say that's how many my kids have. They will not get rid of any of them, no matter how hard I try. And they're 17, 14, and 4.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, the 4-year-old was a complete surprise. So we definitely want to narrow that number down. So we're going to add a couple of filters down here. One is
Okay.
verified. We've already talked about that verified filter. But the
Hmm.
other one is in stock. And these are those suppliers who are reporting those inventory levels to us.
Okay.
So when we go back and start search again, that took our search results all the way down to 134.
Okay.
Huge difference.
Yep.
So one that I want to point out is this one right here. So this is what the product page looks like if you haven't seen one. This is
Hmm.
where the Sage chat feature is.
Okay.
But this is what I wanted to point out, their inventory. So
Oh,
this
gotcha.
this distributor, this supplier is reporting over 350,000 of this plushie in stock. And you're going to say,
Okay.
that's a lot for a little purple rhino.
It is.
So when you see these red arrows, this means that this supplier is integrated with us through Sage Connect. We click
Okay.
on that, and you can actually break it down by type and
Okay.
the number that they have. Some of your products you can probably do that with. Like
W- We don't have a real good inventory system, so I
okay,
wouldn't really be comfortable doing that
all right,
on anything that's not just material.
okay, and that's perfectly fine then. So we'll go ahead and
Yeah.
pass over that. But that's just something to keep in mind in the future.
Okay.
Um, And then the final area that goes in the best match is whether you're an Advantage member and for how long. Because you can add products in Sage, you are an Advantage member. And the
Okay.
longer you stay with us, the higher your products will appear in those search results.
Okay.
Because you'll make yourself more what's the word? Was just on the tip of my tongue. Um Not reputable, but for lack of better terms, you'll be more reputable with your customers themselves.
Okay.
So that's what I wanted to discuss today. Do you have any questions or concerns on anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Um,
So I do
my
expect to see
main
all these
thing,
changes done by tomorrow. No, I'm kidding.
yeah. Absolutely not. It's going to take a while.
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but my main thing was trying to get some of the products that had the same item numbers,
Hmm.
consolidated. Is
Okay.
what I was trying was my main thing. So,
Okay. Now, if you feel stressed out about that, if you feel you can't get to it in the time that you want, we can always take care of that for you.
okay.
So what I'm going to do is after our training, I'm going to email you just a brief synopsis of the meeting. I'll include the recording in there. But if that's
Okay.
something you'd like us to take care of, just respond to that email. Say, I'd
Okay.
like you to condense all the products with the same item number. I'll
Okay.
pass that along to our updates team. They'll work on it. I can't give you a time frame as to when it will be done because there are a number of
Okay.
variables that go into it, but we
Okay.
will get it done as quickly as we can.
Okay. All
Once we
right.
make
I
those
may have that.
updates, if we have to adjust, if we have to move any pricing around, we
Hmm.
will unverify those products because we are playing with the pricing. And then
Okay.
we'll just need you to review them and to go back and verify them yourselves because
Okay.
we're human. We can make mistakes. So,
Absolutely. So, okay.
all right.
All right.
I think I cut you off when you're about to say something. Were
No,
you?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I'm
All
good.
right. Well, Nancy, I appreciate your time and feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. Okay.
All right, will do. Thank you for your
All right.
time.
We'll talk soon.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.